Hi, my amazing pen friends. It's Jess over at Dizney Jess. And as you can see, I have quite the plethora of pens to share with you today. I didn't count them, but I think there's over 25 here. And the reason I have all these pins out to share with you today is because I am participating in a big collaboration called Celebrating Collections, People, and Pins. This is put on by Valerie over at Singer Family Adventures. She does it monthly. There's always a different theme, and people choose different pins, and their collections are varying sizes, so it just depends on the collector. There are 22 other channels involved in this, so I'm going to list all of them down below because listing all of them by name might be a little extensive and I'm worried I'm going to forget somebody. So all the channels are linked down there and you can just go and watch one after the other and it'll be a great way to binge on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way and we'll start introducing the pins one by one. All right, the first pin I'm going to show you guys is actually an Easter pin. It feels very fitting because today is Easter. So we have Chip and Dale here with these really cute bunny ears. It says Happy Easter 2018 below. And then you have this element, which is an egg that they've decorated and are displaying. And it kind of spins in here, which is really fun. So we have Chip and Dale here on this side with some acorns and everything. And then if you flip it over, it's Disneyland and you have Sleeping Beauty's castle there with Disneyland Resort underneath of it. This was a limited edition pin of, I think it's 3,000. Yes, 3,000. And they did make a Disney World version of this pin. I think the only difference was the castle. Like it has Cinderella's castle instead of Sleeping Beauty's. And of course it'll say Disney World instead of Disneyland. But I happened to be at Disneyland actually on Easter this year, so I had to pick this one up. Next, we have this flower and garden pen from this year. So this one, I don't know, it might still be available in the parks, but you do have to be a pass holder to purchase it. So it has this really pretty card, which I love all the flowers they chose. But anyhow, so it says pass holder on it. And of course you have like a little beehive here. And if you look at the words pass holder, let's see if I can get it to show it. But it's a honeycomb in there. And it just looks really cool. And then you have your 2022 date up here. Down here we have Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. And of course we have Spike the Bee. And I just love Spike. He's such a great little character. He's really only featured in a short between him and Donald, but it's a gardening short, so I think he's kind of become like the mascot of flower and garden festivals. So you usually find a couple of pins around that time with him on it. And this one is limited edition of 4,000. And like I said, you have to be a pass holder to pick that one up. Speaking of Epcot festivals, our next one is this Epcot International Food and Wine Festival from last year pin. This features Little John and Robin Hood here, and this is the scene where Robin Hood was thinking about Maid Marian and wasn't paying attention to cooking, so he burnt their food, and Little John's kind of disgusted by it. It's a really cute scene. Anyhow, so we have Spaceship Earth here, and it's all green because it is. I would think green more for flower and garden, but you know, whatever. And then we have this flag here that has all of the information about the festival. It is limited edition of, let's see here, 4,000. And it is quite the hefty pin because you do have this pin on pin element here. So makes it a little bit more complicated and a little heavier to carry around. Next, let's go for some open editions here. So I have this pin of Kevin, which is incredibly cute. This is from the Up mystery pin set that I think it came out last year. And you have Kevin here with his little baby, her little babies. Anyhow, and I just thought that the colors are so beautiful. I did open a couple of these boxes, I think on the channel. If I find those, I'm going to go ahead and link those up above for you guys. But super cute pin. Next, we have a pin from Paris. So this is Cheshire Cat, and of course you have the flowers here behind him, and it's just an open edition pin, but it is a Disneyland Paris. They tend to be a little bit nicer, and they sometimes have bigger versions of pins that we have. So like the Animators collection, I think they have a bigger version than the US version. But anyhow, really cute pin of Cheshire. Next, we'll have this one. This is Briar Rabbit and his log here. This was from a limited release set that Disney World did for Christmas. And it says 9 log flumes moving along. And it's just really cute, very iconic of Briar Rabbit there. The other pins in this collection are all different versions of so many whatevers of different amusement park people or things. So it's a super fun collection. I did not complete it, but it's really cool. Speaking of that collection, we also have the Tiki Bird version. So we have 4 Tiki Birds up here. It says 4 Tiki Birds singing words. Super cute as well. Definitely matches our Kevin here. I think they would complement each other pretty well. Next, we have this one, since we're talking about birds. This was from this last year. It is Orange Bird and this little reef with these little oranges on it. This was a mystery set from the UK that a friend of mine had gotten for me. Actually, Karen over at Karen's USA Adventures, and she does pickups sometimes, and I was able to snag this from her. Super fun. Love Orange Bird, all happy there. In that same box, I also got Flounder here. I love how we have the seashells around Flounder. And I believe these were just open edition or maybe limited release, although they don't say limited release on the back. Sometimes seasonal pins like this won't say limited release, but they're only releasing them during the holiday. Next, we have a Hidden Mickey pen. So I can't remember off the top of my head which series this is from. I can look it up and I'll put it here for you guys. But this is Flower from Bambi, and here's his little Hidden Mickey. These are really fun pins. I enjoy Hidden Mickeys quite a bit. And this one is number 3 out of 6. There were 6 different, I think they were all Bambi pins in this collection, and I just really loved the way Flower looked. Then we have this pen. Now this is I want to say it was limited edition, but I'm not actually sure now. Let me check. But it was for Disneyland Paris's 25th anniversary, featuring Sven here on the front. And of course we have the Disneyland Paris castle there in the background, just kind of peeking out. And you have this beautiful gem here as well. So, oh yes, it is limited edition of 700. And because the Paris pens are individually numbered, this is number 69 out of 700, which is super amazing. Since we're in Paris, or at least showing some pins from Paris, this is another pin from Paris. This is the Beast. This was a recent release over there. Love the backing card, by the way, that I did pick up from Karen's Enchanted Mysteries that she does. So she has these pin boxes, and I'm pretty sure I opened it on the channel. So I'll link one of those boxes up above so you can find out more about that. But we have, of course, the Beast here in his purple cloak, and it's all tied up there. Very, very cute. These were open edition pins and released in 2021. Next, we have a limited edition from Paris. So this is Jacques and Gus in the teacups, and they kind of move back and forth. It says Mad Hatter's teacups below it. I collect both mice and teacups, so this was a perfect pin to get. And it was from a pin trading event over in Paris. It was, does it say on the back? I don't see it here, but it is limited edition of 700, and this is pin number 174 of 700. Definitely one of my favorite pins. Next, we have this one. I want to say I got this in the same box as the Beast pens, and it is a Best Friends, our World's Best Friends limited edition pen, and it features Mickey and Pluto here. I love the World's Best Friends down here. It was, again, limited edition of 700, and this one is $4.91 of 700. I love how big these pens are, and they're just really amazing. There was a whole series of them. I think they may have released more than one time, like different characters kind of thing. Next, we'll travel back to the US and do another Flower and Garden pen. This was Flower and Garden from 2020 and features Ratatouille here. You have the Paris Eiffel Tower there behind him, and of course Spaceship Earth, along with all these beautiful flowers. And of course you have Epcot International there in the Flower and Garden below it. And these were limited edition of 4,000. Super cute pen. Next, we're going to do an older limited edition. So these were a monthly release. There's 12 in the whole set, and it's called the Animation Legends set, and this is Thumper 1942. I believe that was the year Bambi came out. So of course we have Thumper in full color on this side, and then we have his sketch on the other side. And I just love the way that these look, and I love the spinning element, actually. I would love to own all of this collection, and they're actually fairly affordable. I want to say that they're under $20 for most of the pins in the set, so very obtainable goal for me. Next, on to another bunny. This is Tag Along from Robin Hood with her little bunny there in her ice cream cone because she is a Pen Trader Delight. So her back is ice cream cones instead of Mickey backs, and it says Disney's Hollywood, or Disney Studio Store Hollywood. It's a limited edition of 400 and just super cute. You usually get these pins when you get a sundae. It's kind of a gift with purchase type deal. Now we'll go over to, I think this was Hong Kong, right? Yes, Disneyland Hong Kong. This is Jiminy Cricket. And these were a set, they came in a tin, I believe, and it was just a mystery set. I happen to still have Jiminy Cricket, and I love this element in the background. It kind of makes me think of an egg. I don't know if that was what it was supposed to be, but all the characters are kind of in this cutesy way. Like I said, there are quite a few in this set. So normally editions in the US, for the most part, are like 10 and under to collect all of them. This particular set has 15 and is just really, really cute. Next, we have another limited release. This is Dumbo dressed as a clown with his little feather there. It's from the Disney Disguises collection. And these were, they've done series 1 and series 2. This is from series 1. And so it just says, I thought it was limited release. Sorry, it's limited edition. They were limited edition of 1,000. It's a really cool set because you have all these different characters in disguises, and some of them are obvious and some of them not so much. So super cool collection to look at if you ever get a chance. Next, we're going to go on to an open edition pin that always makes me laugh. We have Sebastian here with the world It's a Mess. I'm pretty sure this pen is still in the parks, so if you like it, you can always pick it up. But like I said, it's just an open edition pen, and it is from 2019, so a fairly new pen. Next, we have Max here. He's from the Dogs mystery set. I just thought he was really cute. He fits in with my Little Mermaid collection. Love the tongue out, and just a fun little dog. Next, we have one of my newest pens. So I actually picked this up on my last trip to Disney, and we have Mickey and Donald here dressed up in their little striped suits. Makes me think of the Dapper Dans, which I adore. Then, of course, I have to have a Sword in the Stone pen. So this is one of the newest Sword in the Stone pens out there. It's open edition. So you have Archimedes here. And then you have Wart or Arthur and his bird form. That's when Archimedes is teaching him how to fly. We have Merlin and Arthur as fish down here and as squirrels. Then you have Merlin as a goat here, and we have the Mad Madam Mim as her purple dragon over here. I love how many elements they were able to incorporate into this pin, and I love the design. Next, we're gonna feature a goofy pin that I I think is one of the coolest ones. So this is a President's Day from 2016. Again, I was in the park on that day, and so I was able to pick this up. It has Goofy, it says 1932 below it, and then of course you have the seal on the back of the eagle and everything, which is really beautiful. And I have to say, if I could vote for Goofy for president, I think I would. Next, we have a Loungefly pin featuring Pascal. This was a mystery set where all the characters were reading their books, and they were all sidekicks, I believe. So this is another edition of pins that I wouldn't mind finishing. And you have, of course, the lanterns here as well. And like I said, it's a Loungefly pin, so you have a different type of clasp here on the back. You have these beautiful little crowns here, and it says Dizney down below, and you have your copyright and everything. Then we have this pin, which is kind of an unusual pin. At least I haven't seen it around much. So you have the Small But Mighty. These were a mystery pen collection. And you have Figment up here and this gold frame, and then Abu in the middle with this purple curtain in the background. This was from a pen trading event called the Imagination Gala, and it was limited release. Oftentimes the mystery sets will be that because it's just a little easier for them. So super fun pin. And our last pin is actually an open edition. That's an older pin from Animal Kingdom. This was, I want to say 2007 maybe, for the making of this pin. And you have the classic tree in the background. You have an elephant kind of as a pin and pin element. You also have a dragon and a dinosaur here. And of course it says Animal Kingdom below. So I always find it interesting that we have the dragon there, because originally the Animal Kingdom was supposed to include a dragon land. We have Pandora now, so I guess a banshee is almost like a dragon, right? So I just think it's really cool, and I love the sunset in the background and everything. Just a nice piece of history. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out all of those other channels down below. I'm sure they have amazing videos and pins to share with you. And until next time, I'll see you guys real soon.